Hello everyone, I am Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English channel. In our today's video, we are going to understand about a community that is particularly present in the northeastern states, that is Chakma and Hajong communities. So we are going to discuss these communities, and the notes, if you want to download them, they will be available on the Telegram channel known as ATS Live. So you can go to this Telegram channel, you can simply open your mobile app. On the top right hand corner of your Telegram mobile app, there's a search bar, right? So click on it, enter the words ATS Live, and you'll find the channel. Subscribe to it if you still haven't, and download the notes. But if you still have some problems in locating the channel, this is the QR code that you need to scan. You'll find the channel, okay? So let us start our today's discussion by understanding why are we dealing with Chakma and Hajong communities in our today's discussion. Now you need to understand these Chakma and Hajong communities, they are particularly present in different parts of the northeast, but the majority of them are located in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. And you understand when people from other area, they move on to one particular area, it leads to demographic changes which might lead to socio and economic pressures on the region. So this is something not very popular with the natives of that particular region, and same is true also with the case of Arunachal Pradesh. Now if you remember, in 1996 the Supreme Court of India gave a particular judgment. It said that it is the role and responsibility of the state government to ensure the well-being of these communities who are eventually settled down in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So in that particular pressure, if the government is not willing to provide them with adequate rights, in this regard, many civil and human rights activists, they have warned the government of Arunachal Pradesh so as to ensure the well-being of the Chakma Hajong community, because if they don't do so, they'll be violating the Supreme Court's 1996 judgment. So let us understand this issue in detail, from where these Chakma and Hajong communities emerged, how they eventually settled into different parts of the country, particularly in the northeastern states, and what challenges has it brought in the social, economic and political lexicon of the Arunachal Pradesh state, right? Now first let us understand who are these people, Chakma and Hajong communities. Chakma communities, these are people belonging primarily to Buddhist religion, whereas Hajong, they are primarily Hindus in nature. Now if you can see from this map on my left, this shows that they originated in the Chittagong Hill districts, which now is the part of sovereign country of Bangladesh. Now because of many reasons that we will discuss in our today's session, they were forced to migrate into India. They entered into India in the Lushai Hills region in the state of Mizoram, and eventually they settled in the different parts of Arunachal Pradesh, particularly in Subansiri, Lohit and Tirap, right? So this was how they moved into India due to certain circumstances. What are those circumstances? I will tell you, need not worry. So they originated from Chittagong Hill districts of East Pakistan. It was back East Pakistan. Now it is a part of Bangladesh, okay? Now these people moved into India because of many different reasons. First was the displacement of their homes because of the Kaptai Dam project. Now because of this Kaptai Dam project, it led to submergence of waters into the regions which was dominated by Chakma and Hajong community. So obviously when their homes itself was submerged into the water due to this project, they were forced to move out to different areas. But why did they move into India? It was because of the religious based persecution that these people faced into the erstwhile East Pakistan. And you'll know, even in present day Bangladesh, this matter is equally relevant, because in present day Bangladesh, we have seen people belonging to different religions, particularly the minority religions in Bangladesh, Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, etc. They face religious persecution. And this was the sole reason why India brought amendment to its Citizenship Amendment Act, right? But we are discussing this issue, so let us focus on this issue. Now, knowing their problems, Indian government decided to resettle them into different parts of the country, and 14,000 of them, they were resettled into what was known as Northeast Frontier Agency, now which is called as Arunachal Pradesh state, right? Now, in present circumstances, in present day, the population of Chakma and Hajong communities in India, it is estimated to be about 65,000 people, and the majority of these people, they live in Changlang district of Arunachal Pradesh. But they are also available in different parts of Northeast, that is Mizoram and Tripura. But majority of them, please remember, they are in the Changlang district of Arunachal Pradesh. Now in 1996, when this issue came that locals were not so comfortable in allowing these people who came from other parts of the country or other different country to allow them to resettle in the states of Northeast. So this was a prominent issue in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So this matter reached the apex court, and in 1996 the Supreme Court gave a particular judgment that was called as National Human Rights Commission versus State of Arunachal Pradesh. In this judgment, the Supreme Court highlighted that any form of threats, eviction notices, or even threats of violence that are issued by local bodies to these Chakma and Hajong people, it is actually unlawful in nature. Why? Because these quit notices, which are given by groups like All Arunachal Pradesh Students Union, they are an equivalent to threat to life and liberty. And as we know, life and liberty, or right to life and liberty, is an intrinsic part of Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Now, this Article 21, the benefits of this fundamental right is not just available to citizens of India, but it is also equally available to foreigners who are living in India. So therefore, if these threats are issued to any people in India, be it locals or be it foreigners, it is not permissible, and that is why the government was asked by Supreme Court of India to deal this matter sternly under the use of law. Further, the Supreme Court highlighted that it is the primarily responsibility of the state government of Arunachal Pradesh to protect the life and personal liberty of these people who are living in Arunachal Pradesh. And therefore, the Supreme Court ordered both central as well as state government to process the application of these people so that they can acquire Indian citizenship. Because if you remember, Section 5 of the Citizenship Act 1995 provides that even foreigner people, if they continue to remain in India for certain duration of period, they are eligible to obtain Indian citizenship, right? So this was the overall direction by Supreme Court of India with regards to Chakma and Hajong communities in the present state of Arunachal Pradesh. Now let us understand what is the controversy and why is locals opposing this resettlement of people in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Now, several tribal groups in Arunachal Pradesh, most prominent being the All Arunachal Pradesh Students Union, they have opposed permanent settlement of these people, that is Chakma Hajong communities, into the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and this is because of multiple reasons. First of all, when a large section of people are resettled into different area, it leads to large-scale demographic changes. So it adds to the social tension which already exists in these part of the country. Now, when large amount of people, they are resettled into India, eventually after a course of time, they will become Indian citizens and they will then get the right to vote, which is available to all people in India over and above 18 years of age under Article 326. So this demographic change, first of all, led to social tensions, and after these people are given the citizenship and they are allowed to vote in future elections, it will also lead to political tensions, right? Now, social and political tensions are not the only problem. Also, what you need to understand that local people, they feel threatened about dilution of their tribal identity and rights, which they also enjoy under Article 371 of the Indian Constitution. So this is the reason. First, local people feel that resettlement of large sections of population into their state will lead to demographic changes, which will add to the social tension. Further, as these people will become eligible to get citizenship, they will also in future become voters in our country, which will further add to the political tensions in the state. And also, it dilutes the exercise of rights of the local people, particularly tribals, who have the right to self-development and self-governance under Article 371. Also, you need to understand that development-wise, northeastern part of our country is not that developed. So it also adds up to the economic pressure. First of all, the amount of limited resources that are available in the state, they automatically will be divided into large number of people. So it will lead to lesser availability of economic resources to local people. Further, as you can understand, employment, jobs, etc. are already scarcely available in Northeast. So that is why pressures over land and economic resources, they will get diluted. So it acts to what? economic tensions in the region. So that is why resettlement of a large section of population can lead to social, political and economic tensions within the local community as well as between local community as well as the foreigners who have been settled here. So that is why large section of the local people in Arunachal Pradesh, they are demanding that first you deport these people out of our country, and if you can't deport them, you at least relocate them to different parts of the country so that to reduce these socio-economic and political pressures on the local of the Arunachal Pradesh. Now let us understand this issue is not so easy. I understand the local people feel threatened, but if you deny these Chakma Hajong communities the right to resettle in India, it will also create certain constitutional and legal problems. First of all, Article 21, if you read it, it provides right to life and liberty, and this is applicable not just to citizens of India. This is even equally applicable to foreigners who are living in India. Further, if the Arunachal Pradesh government, under public pressure, it decides to deny these people the right to get resettled in Arunachal Pradesh, it will also be seen as a disregard of an order which has been passed by apex court of our country. And you understand, this can even lead to file of contempt of court case on the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Similarly, if you look at Citizenship Act 1995, it provides for different qualifications based on which you can even provide citizenship to foreigners, provided that they are located or they are living in India for a longer duration of time. So that is why this will also be seen as a violation of Citizenship Amendment Act, which is an act passed by Indian Parliament. Also, India is under several obligations when it comes to fulfilling the human rights of the people, because India itself is a party of international conventions that prohibits statelessness and eviction of people. India is indeed a very vociferous supporter of human rights across the world. So this will also be seen as a doing away with your human rights obligation. So these are the constitutional legal challenges that the governments of Arunachal Pradesh and the central government might face in case they deny the rights that are provided to the Chakma and Hajong community, particularly once the Supreme Court has already directed the state government for the same. Now I understand, standing in a studio here in Delhi, it is quite easy for me to comment on this issue. But the local people as well as the Chakma Hajong community members, they might feel differently. So what do you feel about this issue? Please do let me know in the comment section, and please try to be civil. We are trying to solve this issue. We are not trying to increase the divide among different sections of our society, right? So please do let me know what you feel about it, and please try to be civil and be understanding, right? I will reply to each and every of your comments. So please, let's see what do you feel about this issue. Now, I have also a practice question which I want you to solve before this session ends. But before that, I have something I wanted to tell you. Now, suppose if you are preparing for UPSC exam, and particularly it goes more relevant for the students who are right now in their colleges, or especially the ones who are working professionals. So the problem that you might be facing is not of dedication, but the problem that you might be facing is of giving adequate amount of your time to your UPSC preparation. Because obviously once you're in college or you're working somewhere, your priority is yours educational or your professional obligation. So your preparation might take a back seat. But we have something that will be helpful for you. We have a long-term batch which is applicable especially for students who are going to appear in UPSC exam in 2027 or in 2028. And these are batches available for 27. We also have batches for 2026 and 28. So you can choose accordingly. Now the benefit of this 2027 batch is that it provides you with a larger flexibility that you can give exams later on, even in 27 and 28, and you will be provided with live classes. But please understand, this batch is starting few days from now, that is from 15th of July. So you have to hurry up if you want to enroll for these batches. These are available right now at 34,999, but only if you use the code ATS Live, right? How to apply the code? What are the benefits of this batch? Let me summarize it to you. What you need to do is go to our website studyiq.com. You'll be needing to create an account here first by simply entering your mobile number. Once you're done with the logging in formality, select all language option and click English. As soon as you click English, you'll see different tiles are appearing, which provides you different kinds of a batch. I was telling you to opt for 2027 batches, which is good for students who are looking to give exams later on, and especially the students who are in colleges or the working professionals. So click on Buy Now here first. Once you click on buy now, it shows 41,999 is the course fees, but I'll tell you a way where you can get admissions to these courses at a discounted rate, right? What you need to do, click buy now. Once you click buy now, on your right, there is an option to add promo code. Enter coupon code here, and as soon as you enter coupon code, you are required to write ATS live, which is the exact same code that is flashing on the bottom half of your screen, right? So once you're done writing ATS live, click apply. And as soon as you click apply, you will realize the discount of 7,000 rupees is now applied, and this course, which has a validity of more than 3 years, that is 40 months, you are getting it at 34,999. So once you take this course, even if you are giving the attempts in 2028, the benefits of these courses will be available to you. You obviously will get live classes, and for some reason, if you miss out on live classes, you can watch the recorded lectures also. So you have both options available with you. You obviously will get one-to-one mentorship. So suppose if you're studying late in the night or early in the morning, you can text your mentor, and I'm 100% sure mentors will be available to help you. So all these benefits, that is CAP module, especially for the ones who find it difficult to follow current affairs, will provide you daily CAP, which will help you in your current affairs. So everything is provided to you under this batch. What you need to do is, if you have any doubts, please feel free to reach out us on 9240231070. They will help you out. And do not forget to let them know to add the code ATS live, because it helps you save 7,000 of your or your parents' hard-earned money, right? Now, coming back to the discussion, I have 2 practice questions that I want you to solve. First, this is a practice question which was asked in the UPSC exam in 2021 in the prelims. With reference to India, consider the following statements, and you have to tell me what is the correct answers, right? And another question that I've curated specially for today's discussion is very similar to the question that appeared on 2014 exam. This question in 2014 was relating to Changpa communities. So I've changed that question to suit our today's discussion on Chakma communities, right? So please let me know what is the correct answers to both of these questions. And also, as I've told you, what do you feel about this issue? Which side are you on? Please try to be civil in your comments and do let me know what you think. So this is all from my side for today's discussion. The notes for this session, as usual, they will also be available on the Telegram channel ATS Live few minutes after this video ends. So we'll see each other again. Please have a very good night.